Hi, here we are today with Unit 11 of Mechanics Instruction That Sticks, Avoiding Wordiness and Redundancy. We're trying to make our writing more concise, more precise, more effective, and more interesting by paying attention to how we format our sentences. So this is sentence level thinking. Usually you pay attention to this most while you are in the revising stage. It's not necessary to really worry about your style as you are drafting. Until you get to the point where you can kind of do both at the same time. But it takes some practice first. It takes knowing what to look for, and it takes writing and getting rid of the wordiness when you notice it in your writing first before you can start like eliminating it before it even hits the page. So it's probably hit the page. There's probably places where you can take out the words that don't add to your effectiveness or add to your story or add to your impact. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So avoiding wordiness and redundancy, you take out the unnecessary words and phrases, anything that repeats themselves, and eliminating unnecessary helping verbs. Am, is, are, was, were. You often are, like we talked about in the last unit, going to be more impactful if you use an active verb, plus it uses fewer words, so it avoids the wordiness. So how do we do this? A wordy version. In spite of the fact that I like you, at this particular point in time, I will not be investing. Okay. You kind of sound like a lawyer when you're talking like that, or you're talking like somebody who's trying to hide something. You don't sound super trustworthy when you use more words than you need. Much more direct is this reduced version. Although I like you, I won't be investing now, or I won't be investing today. This particular point in time, that's a wordy word phrase that just means now or today. So if you can say it in one word, then say it in one word. We're not trying to fill the pages with fluff. So you can always trim it is and there are from any sentence. There are 3 rivers that run through this county. Actually, I think there's 5. Reduced, 3 rivers run through this county means exactly the same things, and it uses fewer words. Wordy version, it is the satisfaction of completing a project that makes construction work rewarding. So we don't need it is. We can just start with the satisfaction. The satisfaction of completing a project makes construction work rewarding. If it is redundant or repetitive, get rid of it. You don't need to say something twice, especially in the same sentence. So Joe is going to fix the broken heater, which is not working. Well, obviously, if it's broken, it's not working. So Joe is going to fix the broken heater. Or you could go, the heater is not working, so Joe is going to fix it. But you definitely don't need to say broken and not working in the same sentence. Or here's a redundant one. The Lions lost 6 consecutive games in a row. Consecutive and games in a row means exactly the same thing. Pick one. The Lions lost 6 consecutive games is the most concise you can be. You could also say the Lions lost 6 games in a row, especially if you wanted to emphasize something or you're really angry. But you definitely don't need to say both consecutive and games in a row in the same sentence. So to be, that form of the word to be is, I am, he is, they are, it was, they were. That is the form of the verb to be. And if you can use active voice, you eliminate that verb option. And as we learned in the last unit, being or you choosing the active voice is going to give you stronger, more interesting writing. So you definitely want to do that. Plus, passive voice tends to be wordy. So Eurylochus, if you remember Odysseus from 9th grade, is serving as a foil for Odysseus. That's wordy. That's passive. So make it an active verb. Eurylochus serves as a foil for Odysseus. Active versus passive. So this is repeat from Unit 11. So if you didn't get Unit 11, you can go back, or active passive isn't making sense to you, go back to Unit 11 and review that. So radium was discovered by Marie Curie, is passive. Marie Curie discovered radium. Give her something to do. Passive, Guy Montag is forced to look inward and to question what is true and right by Clarice's questions and example. We can make that active by flipping it. Clarice's questioning presence forces Montag to question what is true. And here we are. So if you need to complete at least one practice page, and I will send you to some videos to try out to if you need more information, videos and articles to read. And then show what you know and move on to the next thing. Thank you and have a great day.